The U.S. government shutdown continues to be a concern around the rest of the country. Now nearing the end of day 6, the battle over a short-term funding bill continues. And you've probably seen the posts and the headlines. The White House claims that Democrats and U.S. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer are responsible for shutting down the government.
I want to bring the House back into session and get back to work, but we can't do it till they turn the lights back on. We need Chuck Schumer to reopen the government.
That's Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson. His official government website calls the Democrats' government funding bill, quote, a $1.5 trillion wish list of partisan spending demands tacked onto a 4-week funding bill. The Post goes on to say it aims to, quote, restore and continue $200 billion in American taxpayer-funded health care subsidies going to illegal aliens. It's a claim that's made headlines, and it has been shared by the White House. That claim? Democrats shut down the government because they want to give free health care to immigrants who entered the U.S. illegally. Here's Democratic Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
It's all a lot of bull. Not a single federal dollar. Not a single federal dollar goes to undocumented immigrants, not for Medicare, not for Medicaid, not for ACA.
So what's really going on? Democrats in Congress say they want key health care provisions in the next federal spending package. They've talked about extending tax credits for Americans to pay for insurance through the Affordable Care Act and roll back cuts to Medicaid that were part of the budget bill President Trump signed in July. But not everyone qualifies for those programs. Immigrants living in the U.S. illegally are not eligible for federal health coverage, including Medicaid and insurance through the ACA. However, it is not entirely accurate to say not a single federal dollar ends up paying for that. Hospitals can get limited Medicaid reimbursements for emergency care they're required to provide. Now, that support is small, less than 1% of all Medicaid spending over the past several years, according to the health policy group, KFF. And look at this. A new CBS News YouGov poll shows Americans don't approve how anyone is handling this situation. 52% of those polled disapprove of actions by the president and congressional Republicans, while 49% disapprove of what the Democrats in Congress are doing.